Very welcome back to Ireland. It is, of course, Climate Action Week all this week, and we've landed here at Bull Island Nature Reserve. Right across the morning for a beach clean-up, we're joined now by Anya Lawless from Clean Coast Ireland, as well as Jill Mackin from Raheny Tidy Towns. You're both very welcome, ladies. And we'll start with you, Anya, because every time I meet you, it seems to pour out of the heavens.
I know, we're very unlucky, actually lashing this morning again.
But anyway, we're under a little bit of cover here. So, 20 years up and running, Clean Coast, the organisation, Clean Coast.
Yeah, so it's incredible. For the past 20 years, Clean Coast groups have been out cleaning up the country. So we started in 2003 with 2 groups here in Dublin, one actually on Bull Island and one on the south side. And now we've grown to over 2,000 groups with, I think it's over like 40,000 volunteers out annually doing cleanups and doing incredible work.
And what a lot of people wouldn't know about Bull Island is, in fact, that it is a UNESCO nature reserve.
Yeah, so Dublin Bay is actually a biosphere, so it's a UNESCO biosphere, and that actually started with Bull Island here because it's such a high concentration of biodiversity, from marine birds to all the different creatures that live in the sand dunes, and also just out in the bay as well, there's a huge level of biodiversity. So it's an incredible area for biodiversity, and we really want to help protect that and preserve that habitat.
Now, pollution and marine litter, it is still, unfortunately, a major problem. I do big cleanups in Portmarnock every week with all the crew, and we're taking a look here down at the table. What have we got?
Yeah, so we have some of our big hitters here, some of the things that we're finding most of on the beach. So the likes of our plastic bottles and bottle tops, cans, fishing net. One of the big pieces that we're finding a lot of recently are these cotton buds, and actually surprisingly in Ireland, cotton bud sticks, these plastic ones, have been banned since 2020, but we're still finding so many of them coming in, likely flushed down through water treatment systems and ending up back out on the beach in the water. Other than that, on the table here we also have plastic wrapping. We get a lot of food wrapping, things like that on the beach.
Cigarette butts, they're still a major issue.
Butts. So we run a project called the Big Beach Clean every year, and we use it to help collect data on the kinds of litter we're finding on the beach. And last year, our #1 litter item on the beach was cigarette butts. So that kind of informed one of our campaigns this year, Bin the Butt. And yeah, we're finding so many of them, and people just drop them. They're kind of one of those litter items that people still think is okay to drop, even though they are full of plastic and they also are full of toxins and stuff really harmful to the environment.
And speaking of toxins, then we have the microplastics.
Yeah. So these are some really good examples of microplastics that we find on the beach. And obviously all plastic can turn into microplastic. It's easily ingestible by marine species, but it's also releasing toxins as well. So as we know, plastic is developed using fossil fuels and using all these really harsh chemicals, and when they start to break down in the environment, they also start releasing these chemicals back into the water. So not only are animals ingesting them, but they're also then ingesting the chemicals.
And also as well by eating fish, so it's getting into our diet.
It's getting into all the food chain and spreading out. Yeah.
Jill, you're responsible for all these students here this morning behind us from the school, the local school here at Manor House. How important is it that the kids are involved in these environmental projects?
I think it's so important because they're the custodians of the future, basically. And we have a very big environmental group actually in the school, and we do regular cleanups around the village in Raheny, and then we come down to the beach as well. We're kind of all about waste avoidance, so we try and prevent the litter getting down to the beach. So we do work on the local river as well, so we clean out the Santry River flows into North Bull Island. So we do a lot of cleanups around the rivers with the Tidy Towns as well. So the school has a very good relationship with the local Tidy Towns group as well. So the girls are really enthusiastic.
And there's a lot of local projects as well here in the area.
Yeah, there are. So as I said, the Santry River is a big one. We work with DCU and we do water testing and checking for water quality in the river. We also do a lot of cleanups, so we participate in the Big Beach Clean with Anya just recently, and also National Spring Clean. So we do a lot of kind of environmental work, litter pickups. We also do clothes swaps as well. So we try and, as I say, it's all about waste avoidance and the circular economy.
And as we mentioned earlier on, Raheny did very well in the Tidy Towns this year.
They did. Oh my goodness, we were so delighted. We won the silver medal, which is the first time, and that's huge for us. And also we won the National Pollinator Plan Award for the whole country.
Okay,
so
to help infuse more biodiversity, I suppose, into the village itself. Before we let you go, we've got Freya and Helen here. We're just going to invite them over. Freya, you're one of the students here at Manor House. What did you find on the beach here this morning?
We found lots of different things. There was like some plastic straws, beer bottles, plastic wrappers. Yes, just so much stuff.
And what about yourself here, Helen? Pop over to me. I mean, look at what we found in the space of half an hour.
Can you see? I have a lot of plastic bottles, streams of plastic, cups, drink cups, coffee cups, a jacket.
Yeah, so everything from
Yeah,
clothes
all
items
you
to
can name
food,
it,
to
yeah, and
toys, plastics.
These have all been in with the seaweed, washed in, you know, with the tide. So what comes in is going to go back out.
Absolutely. Anya, so it seems like there's no end to this really at the moment, is there?
There's no end to it, and I think a lot of people think that after the summer, you know, we're done with our cleanups, we're done with our time on the beach. But realistically, a lot of what we're finding now on the beach is coming in with all the storms. So we're getting lots of really bad weather, really bad waves, storms, and that's churning up a lot of stuff that's either been sitting on the seabed or has been flushed out in the rivers. That's all coming back in on the beach. So we need more people out there all the time, really.
Where can we find out more online, by the way?
So you can find out more on our website, cleancoasts.org. You'll find loads of information about getting involved as a volunteer, setting up your own group, or getting involved with other cleanups and other projects that we run as well.
Okay, and where can we find you online then?
RahiniTidyVillage.ie, and also we're on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, Gurmila Maha, good, great work being done here on the North Bull Island Nature Reserve here this morning. Fantastic cleanup, all the gang here from Manor House Secondary School. From me and all the team, back to studio.
Thanks, Derek.
That's great. Now,
That was
loads of
brilliant
rubbish.
to see, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, love that.
Loves a beach, Derek.
Yeah.